This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the American, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Escapes trouble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Hankerson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Got his man. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some...
Pulls it in, the 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touch.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up, you have to wrap up.
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a squad from the American, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Beavers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Off-play action on first down. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Why are they doing this? It's second down, but they're already set to punt. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Murphy. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. A low line drive and not his best work. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. There he goes to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
Turning it on! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Murphy. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Beavers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They boot it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an...
Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoop it up and going the other way. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The inside handoff. It's a seam wide open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Beavers are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion the Bulls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Punting on first down, but wide. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the give off the left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They want to run this quarterback. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? Fourth down and long, no problem.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Makes the catch is Clemens. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Dances away to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Walker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Beavers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the move from inside is 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Roberson. Buys a little extra time. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Caught behind the line. It's McMillan. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Roberson. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking.
He's loose. Can't get him to the ground. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, in game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Roberson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw again. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turning on the Jets. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job.
Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Morrow. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Bulls in the hurry up. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Roberson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Steps away. He's going to run it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the toss. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown Bulls. Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, a lot of space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try and play action. Might be looking to run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And he just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
And the Beavers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking for a man. It's Roberson.